your tax dollars, yes, you, hardworking American, should your tax dollars be used to fund groups that want to infringe and, frankly, destroy your rights? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am Katie Stone, and this is Stone's Second Sense. If you are new here, consider hitting that subscribe button, giving us a like, and maybe even sharing with a friend, because here we don't gatekeep the Second Amendment, which brings us to the right I'm referring to today. That's right, your Second Amendment rights. Should your tax dollars be going to gun control groups like Everytown and Giffords? Gifford seems to think so. Take a look at this. When the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act created CVIPI, the goal was clear. Was it? Was it really? Support community-based programs proven to reduce violence. Don't we have evidence that suggests that taking away and infringing on Second Amendment rights don't actually reduce violence, especially not gun violence? So, once again, proven, it's a key word there. Now, they go on to say, now those same groups can no longer apply directly, threatening critical work that keeps communities safe. I don't know about you guys, but I find it a little interesting there where they say apply directly. Does that mean they're still planning on getting their funds? They just can't apply directly? Is that what that means? I don't know. You guys let me know if you think that's what that means down in the comments, or what you think that means down in the comments, and we will dive into this article they're referring here. It says gun violence prevention groups disqualified from grants built around their work. You guys see at the top right there in red above gun. Let's see if I can highlight it. Where it says guns and lies. Yeah, I love that. Anyways, let's scroll on down and see here it says, the Trump administration has released solicitations for a grant program meant to stop gun violence in underserved communities. But this year, the nonprofits the grant was built around are disqualified from applying, according to an application notice released by the Department of Justice in September. Anybody else find it interesting that the gun control groups work side by side with a bunch of gun grabbers, including John Cornyn? I hear that he is up talking about, trying to get reelected. So in case you guys were wondering, John Cornyn was part of getting the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act pushed through. He worked with gun controllers and gun control groups and gun grabbers. So just in case, just want to throw that in there a little bit. But anybody else find it really interesting that gun groups or gun control groups, gun grabbing groups, people that don't want you to have guns, those groups are the ones that built this so that they could get more funds in their pockets, and now they're disqualified from applying. Karma really is a... The Community-Based Violence Intervention and Prevention Initiative was created in 2022 to support groups working in rural and urban communities struggling to address violence and fund research, studying programs. Let me read that again. The Community-Based Violence Intervention and Prevention Initiative, CVIPI, was created in 2022 to support groups working in rural and urban communities struggling to address violence and fund research studying the program's efficiency. Oh man, this stuff really gets me. Anybody else feel like it's just super silly that once again, the gun control groups work so hard to get this funding in, and they just got it taken away. Let's move on to the next one. The pioneering program was born out of recognition by the Biden administration that such community-centered programs were among the most successful tools in combating the U.S. deep-rooted gun violence problem. Because it's the gun's fault, apparently, in their mind. Although we know the truth. and had played a crucial role in helping reduce homicides in major U.S. cities. Now, there were some programs that did that, but it wasn't the ones taking away the guns, just in case you guys were confused there. Before Trump's inauguration, community-based organizations, nonprofits, and local and state governments were eligible to apply for the grant. But now, listen to this, now only city, county, and tribal governments are allowed. And the stated goal of the program has changed from comprehensive community-based prevention to supports law enforcement efforts. Here, you see this right here? Supports law enforcement efforts to reduce violent crime and improve police community relations. Interesting how it goes from it's the gun's fault, it's the gun's fault, it's the gun's fault to hey, we're gonna get rid of crime. We're gonna try and get rid of violent crime and improve police community relations. There's something else I want to share with you. Let me see if I'm gonna go small so I don't make you sick I'm gonna make this go small so I don't make you sick real quick. But I'm curious, how many of you guys not only find this interesting, but also love to see it? I mean, let's be honest, the gun control groups worked how hard to get this pushed through? I mean, obviously with a couple gun grabbers and, you know, people that thought that they need they needed Democrats and other people to help, you know, make sure their careers would go in positive directions until, you know, obviously a Republican or Trump got in office. So it actually threatened some things, John Cornyn. Now, I'm just really curious how you guys feel about this. I mean, they're losing taxpayer funding. How do you feel about that? Are you finally happy that they're not receiving it? Or are you just realizing that they're just going to go another way? I mean, I know that I can't say for certain, but the way that Giffords framed this, where they say right here, no longer apply directly, does anybody else feel like that means they already have a workaround in place, but they don't want you and I to know about it? Or is it not that they don't want us to know about it? Or is it just that they want their followers to believe that they no longer are going to be able to have access to it, so that, you know, obviously, as they go on to say here, it threatens critical work that keeps communities safe? Because somehow in their mind, or at least they want everyone else to believe that guns make people unsafe. Now, you and I know the only thing that makes guns unsafe are deranged individuals using firearms to hurt others, or when people do not understand basic gun safety. But then again, that would mean we have common sense, and common sense is not very common these days, and people forget that it does exist when you can easily just fall into the emotion given here by Giffords and other gun control groups. I'm just curious, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to know how you feel about Giffords and Everytown. They specifically reference Everytown in that article. How do you feel about Everytown not getting your taxpayer dollars, or at least not directly, as Gifford puts it? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know exactly what you think about this down in the comments. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta know. Tell me. Also, I understand it has been a little while since I have done one of these videos. Well, I don't want to bore you with the details, but I was a little busy, family stuff. So I just want to apologize for not being able to get any of these longer videos out for you guys. And I want to let you know that I'm going to be doing my best to get back on track and see if I can give you guys more attention that you deserve. And hopefully this wasn't too much of a ramble. I promise I will work really, really hard to get this down pat eventually. So bear with me. I appreciate you guys. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments and have a great day.